Here we go. Ready?
I'm ready.
It's Ocampo, right?
Ocampo, yeah.
Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kasie Oswald, and I have a lot of teacher interviews and all little tips and tricks for teaching. And today I'm going to talk to Denis about his new teaching platform. So super excited to have you here, Denis. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Denis Ocampo. I'm co-founder and CEO of Outbox Edu. Outbox Edu is an educational software company where we build platforms for schools and educators. Right now, we're working on our first platform, which is on the website right now and is currently in beta. So for all those educators that are looking for engaging ways to get in contact with their students, you definitely go and check the platform.
Great. Hey, Melissa, 5 minutes early. Wow, rock star here. You definitely are the first one today. So she said, hello, Kasie and Denis.
Thank you.
Hey,
Hello.
Melissa, and thanks for sending some questions our way too. I think it was you that sent some. There was a bunch of teachers that sent some questions. So we do have a bunch of them today. We're going to get started right away. I want to value everyone's time here. So Denis, what company are we discussing today? What is it called?
Yeah, so Outbox Edu, it's a company that I started about well over 2 years now. The idea behind it was I wanted to start a program that helped language learners. I myself was a language learner growing up, and being an educator now, I've seen the disparities in schools and how students, right, like that were coming from different countries weren't able to connect, right? They felt outcasted, and I knew the feeling, so I wanted to build a platform that helped with that, similar to like a Duolingo or Mondly, or even Rosetta Stone. The idea behind it was to reach more underserved students in schools that don't have the resources to further their education or their fluency in the language. So yeah, that was the initial idea, but it's expanded where the language learning portion is just a component where if you're working with a language learning student, you can turn it on and off by a click of a button. The idea behind what we're doing now is an open-ended world, gamified world that allows for teachers to immerse their students and manipulate items, objects, of what sorts based on what the teacher is teaching. So, for example, if you're teaching math or science, right, and you want someone to do a volcano experience, you can literally immerse your student in there in a 3D environment, and you be there as well with them. Because another thing I mentioned is you get to choose your own avatars. The kids love games; they love playing, anything related to avatars and being immersed in the 3D world. So, as a student and a teacher, you can choose your own avatar. You can dress them up, and you immerse your student in that environment, and literally do things that you can do in the real world, just more so in, again, a more gamified sense, where the teacher can make the lesson gamified for them and make it more engaging. And it just helps with retention, right? Because especially kids who love games, they'll stay there for hours playing the game. But the idea behind this is making it educational, so that there's the educational portion of it and also the gamified portion where the teacher controls the education and the student is still learning, but through a gamified way.
Excellent. So what are the requirements for getting started with Outbox EDU?
Yeah, right now we're looking for educators, teachers that are passionate, who have experience with teaching. We don't necessarily, you don't need credentials like a certificate or a degree. We do ask that, the people who do apply have some technical savviness as to using game-based platforms and are creative, right? It can be used for anyone. So I don't want anyone to feel like it's a daunting task because it's games, right? But yeah, again, it's for anyone and everyone who wants to make some money, right? Teaching children through a gamified way.
Let's see. So you said it's not a 4-year degree. There was something you said that led me to another question. But oh, so most of our subscribers here, thank you to all 1,200 of you. You guys rock. We are teachers with VIPKid or Magic Ears, or lots of my friends are teachers on different platforms. So one of the questions that I received was, how is this different from some of those?
Yeah, it's different because a lot of the other platforms are 2D. You have applications like Zoom, where it's like face to face, where our platform is not only just face to face, but you also have the gamification portion of it, where you can be on camera with me like we are right now and actually be manipulating objects or items or anything that you would want to teach for the student to understand the lesson that you're teaching. So it's double faced, right? Where you have, again, the video portion, and then you have your avatars, you're in the actual game, you're playing around, students are learning. So yeah, that's the idea behind that. And it's different because, again, once we launch, again, a lot of children are going to adapt to it just because there's an open-ended world that they can still play in, even if they're not connected with the teacher. So if they want to do something that's related to their lessons that the teacher may set up, they can do that maybe after school, right? When they're at home, you know, they're playing on their tablet or on their computer and so forth. So that's the differentiation between our platform and a lot of other platforms.
Right. So would some of my listeners that are teachers, would they be considered like experienced teachers? You mentioned, you know, having some experience technology wise. Would that kind of be a good experience, do you think?
Yeah, because most of those teachers already have, especially now with the pandemic, we've been forced to use like technology, right? So it's just boosted up the learning curve for a lot of us. So yeah, like for those who are interested in using it and have experience teaching, whether even if you don't have experience teaching and you want to teach something, you want to get something new, right? That's kind of the idea behind it. It's going to give those people who use the platform the skills to be good in that, right? That field, in that particular niche, as far as teaching, right? So yeah, that's the idea behind it.
I do like the chalkboard feature. When he was talking about the features, that's I thought that was pretty neat. So
Yeah,
I got to see a little demo of it.
yeah.
We're gonna have to link that below.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's there. We're gonna put some new videos up. I actually have a blog coming out today, so everyone should definitely check that out. And we're on Medium, so definitely if you want to get more of a idea of a sense of the platform and what it does, you can read up on it.
And after we finish this, any links that Dennis sends me, I will put in the description box, so you can all check that out. So, hey, Mary, thanks for coming, and Danny is here. Anyone else that's here? I see a couple more. Say hello in the chat. If you have any questions for us, feel free to put them in the chat box and we'll get to them shortly. Danny said, sounds great. The kids love playing games Among Us while FaceTiming with friends. Yeah. Melissa said, if we can make learning fun and immersive, like with avatars and choices for students, we will see more engaged and productive students. This sounds like a great software. Sounds like great software. Hey, Mindy, thanks for coming. Great. So where are the students from? Is this just going to be open for students in certain areas, or?
Yeah, so right now we're working with students in the US. Eventually we're looking to expand globally just because it's an open market for education and e-learning, and people from other countries want to learn. So if we can connect those educators with other students in other countries and help them, you know, learn and teach, I think that's the idea. But for now, it is based in the US. So in due time, we will expand, but yeah.
Great. And what times are the best for teaching at this company? So right now you said the students are going to be from the States. So I guess that question's answered.
Yeah, it pretty much aligns with the students' time in the United States. So based on your time zone, you know, you would connect with a student, like if they pay for your class for a 9 o'clock class or 8 o'clock class, you know, you set your time and then your students like that.
Yeah. Michelle and Kelly, thanks for joining us. Michelle said, hello, Dennis, I just joined. What's the student market and where are the kids from? Yeah, so they are from the States and they're looking to go globally though. So awesome. I think, Are there minimum hours to teach or minimum number of classes to teach?
No, it's totally up to the teacher. We like to look at it like almost like a freelance, right, contract position, similar to other platforms that are out there that allow you to set your own hours and schedule. We know everyone has their own life, so it's really
Right.
based on the teacher. Yeah, like if you want a full time, job out of it, then yeah, go ahead. And if you want a part time job, you can do that as well.
Side hustle. Mary said, is this a one-on-one platform or what are the class sizes?
Yeah, so you can use it one-on-one, you can use it for groups. The idea behind it is that we not only want to use it for teaching, we also want to allow for teachers to host like conferences and webinars just because it's a virtual space and teachers can do things, right, that you normally wouldn't do in a real world. So if you're presenting something and you want a whole bunch of kids to come into your classroom and present, you can use it like that. So yeah, it's really based on the teacher and kind of like how they want to set it up.
Great. So just so you guys know, I have questions here, questions in the chat on this side. So that's why I'm kind of all over the place. So
Ask them all, ask them all.
Right, I love it. Danny wants to know, do we create the game?
Mm-hmm. It's a mixture of, yes, the game is already created. So we've given people the platform, like the visuals. So if you want to create an actual room, it's literally like a drag and drop where you're taking a desk and it's already there, but you can customize how the desk looks. You can customize how your room looks. There's different themes. So we're thinking of if you're teaching someone math, right, and you want them to go into a coffee shop and have an actual, an actual interaction, right, with the cashier, you can set it up like that, right? Now the person is learning math, you're learning critical skills, like there's so many things in that. So yes, to answer your question, you can do that.
Mm-hmm. Michelle said, what kind of classes will be offered? Is the curriculum set already?
Yeah, so it's a mixture of both. So right now we're working right now. There's no content on there. Teachers will be bringing their own content and manipulating the lessons based on what's already there, like the 3D objects. So for example, if like, you're teaching about animals, right? And we have like a array of animals down there. You can literally drag an animal into your environment and you and your student can manipulate that animal. And again, going back to the language learning portion, like if a student is trying to learn English, you can reiterate, right? You have type to text. There's so many other features that are going to be implemented in there as well to help with that. But yeah, you can do so many things from that standpoint. So yeah.
Awesome. Michelle, great questions. I'm smiling because Dennis and I had a meeting not too long ago, and these are like the same questions I was asking. So I love it. I love it. Keep asking. Yeah. Let's see, Mindy. So is this the same as OutSchool? Do you have a non-compete clause?
It's similar, but not, because what OutSchool does is they use Zoom. What we do is we have our own capability, like video functionality. So we allow for you to do still video again, and then you are in a game kind of world. So yes and no. Like, yes, we connect with educators and we allow them to monetize off of their expertise, but no, because we are an actual gamified 3D platform where you can still teach things that you probably would normally teach on OutSchool, just in an immersive way.
Yeah. Great. That's really neat, Danny said. And she wants to know, what is the fee the company will take?
Yeah, so right now we're working on that. There's so many things as far as like in-game purchases that students can do. We're thinking of having like a kind of like an Outbox wallet, right? So when parents pay out, instead of paying out cash, they pay coins or like a kind of credit system, so that if they do pay into a class, they can still use the coins or the credits to pay for in-game purchases or anything to advance their avatar, or maybe the look of their hub or their room or their environment they're in. So it keeps students continuously learning and using the platform.
Right. I think she's wondering for teachers. So you explained this to me as in, with the in-game apps, they're trying to see if they can get the fee less. So for example, we'll use OutSchool just because that's what I know. They take 30%.
Right.
So I think she's asking what the fee will be
Yeah, so it'd probably be a little bit less just because of the in-game purchases. So I don't want to throw anything out there because it's not concrete. But we're thinking probably about 5% less than what OutSchool is doing. Just because again, those in-game purchases will make up for that other, percentages that will help the platform run.
Mm-hmm. And this was a question, I think, from Cindy. She wants to know, how will you advertise?
Yeah,
I've seen it on social media already.
Yeah, we're on social media. We're on all platforms. So marketing it as much as possible. Right now, we're in beta, so that's why I'm just reaching out to kind of like a small niche of teachers that are already using platforms as such. But once we do completely roll out by the end of the month, we should see more adoption.
Yeah. You say you're trying to roll out by the end of this month?
The end of this month, yes.
Wow, excellent.
This month, beginning of next month, yeah.
Yeah, beta is one of those tricky things. I'm learning all about beta with Groove right now. Groove funnels and beta. Let's see. I saw another question. Oh, so do teachers set their own pay?
Yes, teachers set their own pay based on what they teach.
Great. And Danny said she's got to run to go teach. And she told everybody to thumbs up the live. Thanks, Danny.
Thank you.
So the classes, okay, let's just get this over with. The classes, we set our own schedules and our times and our pay. Yes. I have like three people each asked each one of those questions. So I know as teachers, those are, but I'm right?
You're right.
Set our own classes, we set our own pay.
Yeah.
What was the other one? How long are the classes? How old is this company? Brand new.
Yeah, this pretty brand new, but the concept has been worked on for about 2 years. So it's not old, but it's not new. So it's like we're literally in between. As far as new on like social media, yeah, but we've been out there for a little while.
Yeah. We answered that one. What are the tech requirements?
Tech requirements right now are laptops. Eventually we will do mobile where you can do it from your phone. But yeah, everything is on the laptop as of now.
I'm writing that down. I'm taking notes, guys. Gosh, this is great. Oh, this has been asked a couple of times too. Do you anticipate providing incentives for teachers who recruit, like a referral bonus?
Yeah, we do. Once we create enough adoption and there is, actual community, then yeah, we're looking to engage with our community and how, give them perks and gifts for helping us bring the platform along. So yep, that will be something that we will do.
Great. Class cancellation policy for teachers and students. Do you have that in place yet?
No, not in place yet. We're still working in beta. So the idea is just with people coming onto the platform and, testing out and seeing what works, what doesn't work, we will have that in place. But for right now, from my standpoint, I think it's going to be equitable where it's like, if someone cancels, like we just give them their money back, right?
Right.
And it just makes it simple like that and it's less friction.
Yeah, I know VIPKid. So this is a popular question with many of us because we get charged a $10 fee as well. So, but for other companies, it's like you said, equitable there. So yeah. I mean, things happen.
No, yeah, and especially now, you have to be compassionate.
Yeah, and things right now, we're getting bookings like 4, 5, 6 weeks out, and then if you have to cancel it, even if you're canceling 5 weeks out, I think there's a fee there. So
yeah.
Leave sick policy, that was asked twice. Oh, I'm not sure. Somebody said a tax question. Will we be able to file a W-4 to opt in for taxes?
Yes, you are independent contractor, so you will have to file for a W-4,
yeah. You just answered the next one too. So we'd be independent contractors. And nope, teachers provide the curriculum. Yeah. Oh, I like this question.
But to add to that,
yeah,
it will be preloaded content eventually. So whatever teachers make, they can leave it there, right? That's another way to monetize that we're thinking about. And then also people who just bring their stuff without having to teach, like they can just upload it and things like that. So yeah, there will be pre-made stuff to help with teachers teaching. So it makes the classes much easier.
Nice. Give me a kindergarten job. I'll start making stuff for the little babies.
Yeah.
Let's see. I like this question. What exactly will be out of the box, and why did you name it that?
That's a good question. I think the gamification aspect is out of the box just because there's been a stigma for so long about games and how it's like detrimental to students. It's like, I know me as, I grew up playing games, and, for me, my mom was always like, stop playing the game, right? Like games aren't going to get you far, but it's like, no, look at how far it did get me. Like, I'm actually building a game that is going to help students to learn, like, and retain knowledge. Just because kids love games, we all love play, right? Like babies, that's how we learn, right, from a young age. So yeah, that's kind of the idea behind it, why I wanted to build this, because I just knew, like, if we had, especially being an educator, like, I just knew if we can kind of gamify it in a way that kids will love to learn, like enjoy actually learning. It's like, why not do it? Like there's no other platforms really that are out there doing it. I mean, there are some to a certain extent, they try to gamify it.
Right.
I don't think there's really anything as immersive that allows you as a teacher to connect with your student on a level that you probably wouldn't be able to connect with any other way, like in person, right? Or just through a regular, platform that you're using now. So yeah, that's really the idea behind it. And out of the box is just like, you can do so many things out of the box to teach students so that they can understand, concepts and ideas that you're trying to teach. So that was really the idea behind, like, I wanted to step out of the confines of the education system and what we're supposed to do and what we're told to do, and kind of like, no, like, education shouldn't be like that. We should be learning things from different ways, different perspectives, like, multiple ways to learn. So yeah, that's the idea behind that.
Yeah, love it. Melissa said, so this is an entire platform to teach on, not a software we buy to use in our classroom, right?
Yes and no, because the platform can also be used in schools. So that's another portion. Like if we're working with actual individual schools, you can use the platform as a teacher in your class, right? So if you're doing like a brain break and you want to have your kids join in your class, you can do that. Or even for teachers that are like hybrid and doing remote learning, like if you want to do an assignment with your students and they're out at home, it's like, hey guys, let's all join this virtual class and let's learn about, science or English or math or whatever it is that you're teaching. So the school portion, teachers don't necessarily have to worry about for those who are looking to monetize. But if you are in the school and you want to use it in your class, then by all means, you can use it in your class.
Great. I lost my next question. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Sorry, I warned everybody. Those that don't know, I'm ADHD, but you just have to hang with me for a minute. Okay, so Denis, do you have something that you can show a little clip of, or do you not have that ready? I should have asked you ahead of time.
Yeah, it's on the website. And do you want me to share my screen?
That's up to you, because I can make you a co-host and you can share it if you want, whenever. Let us know in the chat. Would you like to see a little something? I think, are you able to show like a classroom or no? I think that's what you showed me last time.
Yeah, the video's on the website. And let me just open it up.
Or we can put a link in there for him too. But yeah, I found this really interesting. And I got to see an avatar and things. So that was fun.
Yeah.
So remember, it is still in beta? What's that?
Yeah, it's still in beta, but it may be a little slow, but I'll still play it either way so people can get an idea if they don't visit the website.
I think our connection is a little bit anyway. So
yeah.
Okay, this is what I was talking about.
Yeah. So this is the concept, the idea of it. If you're an educator, once the platform is done, we can do it now. You can sign in pretty much. But once the platform is done, you'll be able to pretty much do all of these things that are in the video. Right now, if you do sign on, you can add an assignment, you can create a schedule, and you can also join a class. So create your class, right? Pick an avatar and pretty much be in the virtual space. So those are the capabilities that we have now. As far as building out an entire world, like if you're trying to do a simulation with a student, that is to come. And as far as speech recognition for language learners, that is to come as well. but I will play it. And I don't know, hold on, just give me a second. I'm gonna share sound.
Hi, welcome to Outbox Edu. I'm your host and will help guide you through. Follow along out loud with your teacher. If you ever have a question, just look up and press the light bulb when it appears. Let's try our first lesson.
Hello! I knew you'd come to see me, but I'm quite busy at the moment. You see, my friend is currently playing football in the stadium, and I promised him that I will bring him his favorite food, which is called the golden grass. Would you be able to help me get him for him? Awesome! I appreciate your help. But don't worry, you can find this grass around the town, so I'm sure it's not that hard to find. Good luck!
Well, hello there. Welcome to Homeland Elementary School. My name is Miss Lizzie. I am your teacher. Today we are going to play a game to get to know each other. At the end, you will get to unlock a prize at the school store. Are we ready to get started?
Yes.
Great. Now repeat after me.
And that's it. I know it's pretty
Super
long.
fun. I think I want to be a lion. Does anybody else want the lion avatar? I think I want to be a lion.
Yeah, we're gonna allow for like different, customizable characters. Kids love going crazy with that stuff. So they'll pretty much, as you can see, when they go to the school store, they can change their appearance, can change your hub. There's so many things that you can do. So yeah.
Excellent. So there's a little bit of a delay, so it should be just finishing up for our viewers right now. Do you guys have any questions? Hopefully you could hear and see everything okay. Let's see. So I have two more questions for you, unless something else comes up in the chat. What else would you like to tell us about this company? Or is there anything else? I know we've asked you quite a bit of questions, so.
Yeah. No, I think for me is, just looking to connect with as many educators as possible. It's a fairly new company and we know the potential that's there. So it's really just about connecting with those educators that are interested in it, and just building a group of interested parents, right? Influencers, teachers that, want to help their students, children learn through different ways. And I know that, again, there is some kind of stigma for some people, right, about games, but definitely for those who do feel different about it, I actually open, your eyes in a different perspective and, look at it from a different perspective and try to, join along.
Oh, we have some questions. How tech savvy do you need to be to teach on the platform?
They're not, you can be it's minimal. Like it allows you to almost like you're your own game creator, right? You can create your own game for the students, and it's super simple and easy. So as far as tech savviness, being able to use a laptop, come with what you have already.
Okay, so she's a VIPKid teacher already, yeah. So she should be good to go, and she's out school too, so she should be good to go.
She should be good to go. Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Mary said, so will we also be able to see the students as well as their avatar? That was my question too, Mary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you'll still have the video functionality as well as being able to see their avatar. So we are going to allow for, if you want, you can choose whether to see your avatar walking around, or if you look from it from like a point of view, right, where you're just looking from your eyes. But yes, you can see them walking around, and if they are disruptive, we have a option so that you can lock them, like it's kind of like a lock, and they all sit down so that they're not floating around and being disruptive. So yes.
Right. You can lock their avatar in their chair. Dennis showed me that. Exactly. But how do we know that the student is still sitting there participating and not just their avatar sitting there?
Well, at that point, it's all about the interaction, right, with the teacher and the student, because you still have the video. So if you want them to turn on their video and like, hey, I don't see your avatar moving, turn on your video, or text them, write them a chat, right? What's going on? At that point, it's like, we've done everything we can as a teacher to make it engaging. If they're not participating, if they're not there, then, the student is learning out, losing on their education. So, yeah.
That's the parent needs to
yeah.
check in. Mindy said, do we teach students live or are we making recorded lessons?
It's a bit of both. So right now it's probably going to be live, but eventually once we have the capability so that you can make pre-recorded lessons, pre-recorded content, leave it there so that people can always go back to watch it and so forth.
Great. How much teacher training will you provide?
Right now, we're working on that. We're trying to figure out some solutions to that. It's really new. So for now, we just hope that the teachers that do come on have some experience, and then we'll have some kind of maybe a certification or something like that allows teachers to be certified in that.
Maybe a teacher can train on YouTube. Someone's gonna have some YouTube videos on how to do it.
And what's cool too is that eventually you can record those things and even plaster it on other profiles as well, so that it brings more adoption to the platform. So there's some there's some different tips and tricks that we're trying to work with to help with the platform. Yeah.
Right. Do parents provide feedback after class? Is there a teacher rating system?
Yes, there is. Yes, that's definitely going to help out with those teachers that are looking to boost their class sizes and trying to monetize and make more money. So yeah, we are going to have that portion there that allows for parents to leave feedback or reviews, because in the long run that helps you guys, right?
Sometimes that's a touchy subject right now.
I know. Yeah.
We've had some chats lately about that, because some parents say that no teacher deserves a 5. No teacher goes above and beyond. And some other parents were saying a 3 is a good teacher. Well, if you're looking for a teacher and you see a 3, is that the teacher you're going to choose? Just because this parent keeps rating them a 3 because they think that's good. Do you know what I mean? So it's so subjective. We've been having this conversation a lot.
Yeah, we could definitely have a chat about that. That's another thing that helps out. Like if there's something that you would propose that maybe is a better way to go about it, then I'm all for it. Yeah.
Oh, we do. We'll let you know. Actually, it was just more of words rather than like 5-star. So that everyone knows what it would kind of equal.
Right.
So yeah, that's funny. Excellent question, Mindy. Yeah, Kelly, we've all been talking, haven't we? Mary said, does your platform have a suggested price per class?
Suggested price per class? That's a good question. No, at the moment we don't. No.
No.
Yeah.
No. We can talk about that one too.
Yeah. So, is there anything that I'm missing that maybe you, again, leverages your opportunity? I'm all for it.
Right, Mary. Yeah. On VIPKid, less than a 5 is not desired. Yeah. But it's not the same in other platforms. Right. So where do you see the company in 5 years?
Yeah, I see the company being global. I see it being in schools. I see it being in people's, in homes with parents using it to engage their children. Especially now with, the education system, it's in a flux. We don't even know what's going on as far as people going fully into schools. Or
Right.
everyone has different models. So I'm sure a lot of parents that are already home and probably won't send their kids to school, or even if they do, like, there's still that hybrid, right? They're looking for ways to engage their children and keep them interested in learning. And especially now where all the kids are on games right now and they're wasting countless of hours, it's like, why not have a game where they can actually learn, and teachers monetize from it as well. So yeah.
Right. So when can teachers start applying and learning and
Yeah, right now it's in beta. Yeah. So right now it's in beta. You can play around with it. You can sign up, create your own profile. As far as to monetize, the paywall will be up by the end of the month, beginning of next month. So by then, we're looking for those teachers that are willing to use the platforms, right? Start setting up your own profiles, putting it on your social media, sharing it. We, in conjunction, will be marketing. So I'm doing a lot with blogging and just the website traffic and getting people interested with the platform as well.
Excellent. I think that's it. Anyone else? Any more questions?
No more questions?
I don't see any more. This is great. We've been like drilling you for the last 38 minutes.
Good, though. I need it though. This is like practice for me, because I'm sure there's going to be multiple other questions from other parents and teachers.
Oh, I'm sure there are too. I still have them coming in from other platforms too. So, but the good thing is, guys, this is live right now, but you are able to watch the replay. You can add questions to the bottom. And is it okay, Dennis, if I reach out to you and send you questions and we can answer some that we haven't thought of yet?
It's not okay. No,
it's not okay. You're going to be me.
No, definitely fine.
So any links that you have that you want me to share with them, we'll put them in the description box after this.
Yeah, of course. So our first link is our website, www.outboxedu.com. You can go there and try the beta. It's live. We're on social media. We're on Instagram at OutboxEDU_edu.com. We're on Twitter on OutboxEDU.com. YouTube, we have a few videos on there as well. So yeah, we're pretty much everywhere. And if you want to reach out to me directly on LinkedIn, you can search my name, Denis Ocampo, type me a message, and I'll be happy to speak to anyone who's interested in giving feedback or want to sign up for the platform.
So I just got on LinkedIn, so I'll look you up there. Bren said, awesome, just joined 2 minutes ago. Bren, this is awesome content. I think you'll really want to go back and hear all about Outbox. I think you'll really be interested in it. Let's see. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Mindy said, happy Chinese New Year to everyone who celebrates this holiday. I have my shirt on. We got these in a teacher box, and it says teacher on it.
Nice.
So yeah, it says teacher, and then our names are in there, and 2021 is in there. So it was really neat. Cool little teacher.
What company is that from?
This is called the Good Fortune Box, and it's made by teachers for teachers. So it's just a fun box that you can subscribe to every month, and they have usually a small like Chinese traditional type thing, and then whatever month we're going into, they have some great stuff.
Right.
So
cool.
Yeah, it's
I definitely I'd like to send you a shirt and a sticker or something like that, so we can talk afterwards, and I'll send you some swag. I'm getting some swag for the company as well. So
I would love to represent Outbox. I think it's great. I think I'm going to go build my profile and start sharing this. And I have a new program, I think I told you, Groove, where I can build a website and everything. So maybe I can start using Outbox and people can click on it to go see you guys. So
of course.
I think I'll start doing that. Awesome. All right.
Yep.
What's that? I think I just.
No, I said anything helps. Sorry.
Oh, good. Yeah. All right, everyone. Well, like I said, if you have questions, keep adding them to the comments after we're done here. We'd love to have them. And thank you so much, Dennis. I really appreciate you coming on and reaching out to me and bring this platform to everyone. I think it'll be a lot of fun and kids will love it. So.
Of course. No, thank you for hosting me. I appreciate it. And yeah, looking forward to connecting with all those educators out there. Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Awesome. All right, guys.